The Builderall product and features review, a Clickfunnels alternative. Will this be a useful suite of tools that you can use to help grow your own online business? Well, here we're about to find out. Hi, and welcome to another video on the Hidden Online Living YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and in this review video, I want to walk you through and talk about the Builderall editing platform and how useful it would actually be to help you grow your online business if you're looking to get started. So before we actually get into this video, make sure to leave a like on the video and make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you're made aware of future content. Also, check out that first link in the description and the pinned comment for a simple and effective step-by-step blueprint that you can use to get you started with your online business. So essentially, what is the Builderall platform? It's actually a multiple suite of tools that can be used to create different types of content, from page builders, mobile apps, video content. There's a plethora of tools on this suite that can actually be used to actually get you started with your own online business. With the vast array of tools that are available on the platform, there will actually and should be something here that will be suitable for pretty much anyone looking to get started on their own online business. And the appealing aspect of the platform is the fact is that you actually have everything that you need all in one place. Like, you have your website, you have your page builders, you have your content creation suites, they've even got their own email marketing platform, among other things. And everything is pretty much there, so you have everything all contained within the one area. If that's something that you're into, if you want to have that ease of use and have the aspect of having everything in the one place so that you don't have to worry about where everything is or where it should be and so forth, this could be a good platform for you to get started in. So what we'll do is we'll just jump into the computer and I'll get started with the review, and I'll walk you through the different aspects and apps and so forth of the platform and how good, etc., of how useful it can be. Also, just to note that this review is quite in depth and it is quite long. So if you want to check out the timestamps in the description below, if you want to skip ahead to different sections, speed up the process so that you can actually just focus on different areas that are of interest to you, be sure to check them out. Right, so I'm just here on the Builderall main page. You can actually find it by going to builderall.com, and once you've found the web page, you will be greeted with a lot of information, and you'll get an introductory video showing you the ins and outs of the software and some of its features and products. And you can sign up for a 14-day free trial. So you literally will have 2 weeks to play around with the software and learn some of the different features and just to get to know it a lot better. So just as we're looking through the page here, it gives you a detailed overview of the Builderall creator and founder. So it gives you an overview here of the intent of the platform and who it's actually aimed at. And here it's introducing one of its new drag and drop page builders, the Cheetah builder. So it describes here that it's a lot easier with this new builder to be able to create websites and pages, funnels, etc. a lot easier than before. So it definitely might be worth something to look at when you've actually signed up for your free trial. So just as you scroll down through the page, here it gives you a simple overview of some of the apps and product features that it has available within the platform. Essentially, Builderall is an all-in-one product suite. It has everything from website, page and funnel builders all the way to its own email marketing platform. It also allows you to integrate your own autoresponders and programs into it as well, so that you can use it for outside sources also. But again, if you're just using this here, there is plenty in here that you can initially get set up with. So it shows pretty much everything here as a blogging app, funnel builders. Even you can build an e-commerce store with this here, so it has different checkout apps and etc. You can implement countdown timers, gives you the ability to split test different pages and funnels, etc. So there's a load of different features. They give drag and drop email automation, responsive email builder. So there's loads of different integrations and features that you can use pretty much within the platform. So I'm sure that there's something in here that you will be able to use to help get your content created fairly quickly. So be sure to have a look around this page. and just really kind of just absorb all the information that's here so you can have a clearer understanding as to what each feature does. So when you click on one of the buttons, it will actually give you a demo of how everything is used. So I'll just actually have a quick look here. Yeah, so when you click on it, it will actually play, you'll have an option to play a video. So I'll just give you a brief overview of each of the features. But again, just be sure to walk through them all and just take the time to check them all out. Alright, so as we're scrolling down through the page, it just gives you more of an insight as to what's involved with the program, how you can use it to generate leads and sales. You can even create like events, webinars, etc. It has its own apps involved in it that you can set everything up. So there's pretty much, from what it says here, there is pretty much something in here that is beneficial to different types of people starting out, whether you're a beginner, medium or advanced user. There will or should be something in here that you can use to really get to grips with and get something created. So as you scroll around through the page, then it gives you some diagrams of how funnels and etc. are set up through the program, and just gives you more information about some of the other details. So again, just scroll through the page like I said and just have a look at it, and you can see for yourself. And even when you get to the bottom here, it literally gives you different options. You can even be an affiliate for the program. It has a different paid tier affiliate program as well that you can promote it. You can have a look at it and just see, pretty much try and get a better understanding of what the program entails and see if it's something that's useful to you. So what I'll do now is I'll just jump into the dashboard and I'll just show you around it and give you an overview of the products and the services and features that it has within it. Right, so I've just logged into my Builderall dashboard, and once you sign in, you will be greeted with this interface here. And what will actually happen is, if you've any, like some of the apps and programs, etc. that you intend on using, they will usually be situated here. But you can actually, we'll just go through the different options here, and I'll just explain what each one is about. So essentially, what is the Builderall platform? Builderall is pretty much an alternative to the likes of Clickfunnels, where it's an all-in-one purpose-built software suite that essentially has loads of professional and helpful tools that you can use to create high-converting lead pages, sales funnels, apps, and loads of other different site building accessories, etc. that you can use to create high-converting and profitable content. So obviously we're here on the home page, but you can come up to the bar and you can highlight the apps section. Now straight away there is an awful lot of different type of apps and programs here that you can use to create content. Now as a beginner, in my opinion, this would be quite overwhelming. And I've even found this myself, even looking at it, and you'll feel a little bit lost as to what you should actually use and what to focus on. But again, if you sign up for a trial, you can literally just take a little bit of time and just walk around all these different options and just have a wee mess around and just see what one is worth checking out. So you come over here where it says builders, and they have different builder apps for building likes of funnels, landing pages, even websites. And then this one here, which is new Cheetah drag and drop website builder. So once it's opened up here, it'll give you a list of whatever websites or features and stuff that you have already created. So I was just messing around with one here. I'll just have a look at it and just quickly show you. Right, so when the page actually opens up, you can be able to set it up in a way that you can test it using, like, see how it looks on mobile and on different devices to see if it's mobile friendly, which in this case it is. So when you want to actually edit anything on a page, once you've opened it up, once you highlight over with the mouse, it will highlight different segments. So you can click on it, and then it gives you the option then to pretty much change it as you want. So if I double click on, say, the text here, and you get all these options to change. You can change the font size, you can change whatever type of text you want to put into it. And if you go over to the options bar here on the side, you can put in like different elements, like if you want to put in animations or different configurations, you can do that. So you can even change the background, you can change the images, you can add videos. In some ways it'd be a bit similar to the likes of other page builders, likes of Tribe Architect and Elementor. And you can pretty much change anything out at any time. there is other builders on it that we'll actually have a look at now. So here's the Pixel Perfect site builder. So it even allows you to integrate WordPress as well. Right, okay, so the Pixel Perfect site builder actually has the templates. So the Cheetah one's obviously for a different setup altogether. So this one here actually gives you a list of loads of different types of templates that you can actually use. Right, okay, so now we're on the builder interface. So you can click on things and you can highlight them and change them out. So when you double click on it, again, you get options to be able to change the font style, size, whether you want to make it bold, italic, and change the orientation, etc. And you can click and you can add in different layouts. You can add in different text elements, heading, and other different text layouts. So if you click on the options here, it'll give you a list of all the different things that you can actually add in. So you can change the text, you can add in pop-ups, banners, add buttons, image, and so forth. Again, you can click on the settings here and it gives you other different configuration settings, etc. But again, you can go through that yourself and actually have a look, just because there's too much information actually here just to go through in this video. So here you can even set up a checkout feature for like an e-commerce store if you're thinking of doing that, even for a sales funnel. You can even create a blog if you want. You can add a shopping cart. And then they've obviously new features and stuff that's there in the background. You can create a membership area. There is some unique features in here, but I find compared to other editors, now this is just my opinion, I find likes of using WordPress or even likes of Wix and other editors to be more user friendly, especially coming from a beginner. This here, it just doesn't seem to be as straightforward. You quickly get bogged down and get overwhelmed. That's just my opinion. Someone else might find it easy to pick up. Everybody's different. But this here, it just doesn't seem to be as straightforward. I think it would actually take a while to actually figure things out and try to actually get a website or get something up and running with it. But again, you can take the time, and if it's something that you're into, you can have a look at it yourself and see what you think. But from the overall thing here, it looks fairly decent, and you can edit things and you can move them around. It does actually allow you to do that you can drag and drop stuff within the area that it's in. So yeah, you can actually move the elements around on the page at will, which is actually pretty cool actually. So that's one thing that it does do quite well. Again, you can move stuff around again and you can swap up, you can resize them, change the orientation and import new images in. You can add in your logos, again change your logo images, set up email subscriptions with an email sign up form, etc. And even if your social media links, if you want to put them in as well. It's got all the foundations of a basic page editor that you can use to get up and running. I just find, in my opinion, just the options can be a bit fiddly to get used to, and you'll just need to spend a bit more time just to try and figure everything out and sort out how actually everything works. So you can actually put in a contact form and find a place where you can make the page probably a wee bit bigger and put it into it. Again, you can just mess around with it and just see what you think yourself. Yeah, like you'd be able to build something with this fairly handy. Again, it's just the options. That'd be my only question. It's not as straightforward. Everything's not as, for me, wouldn't be as clear cut to figure out where everything actually is. Okay, so it does actually allow you to add different features like buy it now buttons and other stuff. Alright, so it does actually have some really cool features. But you just have to play around with it and just see what works for you. If you're looking to build a simple funnel for your business with inside Builderall, you literally just all you have to do is come up to where it says apps and go under the Pixel Perfect site builder. And then when it opens up, it will give you a list of sites that you've already created. So all you need to do is literally look for and click on where it says new website, and it will open up this page here with a load of different categories based around with different templates and that for different types of sites, whether it be blogs, landing pages, etc. But you want to come up here and just click on where it says sales funnel, and then here once the page opens up you will get a few templates here that you can actually use to actually build your funnel. So you can jump in and edit it, or you can view it just to see what it looks like. So you can literally come in here and just preview the page and just have a look at the layout and see how it actually looks, and so you can have an idea of what type of content you want to put into your funnel. So everything laid out there is nicely laid out, so you can check it for yourself, and you can just pretty much just take whatever's here and just change it out with your own text, your own images, etc. So you can just update the content that's already here. So you can just take the time and just try to figure out the steps of what you need to do and just get your bearings and understand how you can implement all these things that you want to use on your funnel. And then you can pretty much then update it from there once you figure everything out. Also, if you are struggling and want to figure out a way how to build the funnel as well, you can literally just come into the training section on the dashboard, and here it'll give you a list of a load of different training accessories that you can actually look at to show you how to build a funnel step by step. So there'll be plenty of videos here to show you how to figure things out. Just to go back here now to the categories page on the Pixel Builder, and here you can start off with a blank page and create like sales funnel landing pages. So just click on sales funnel, just have a quick look at that. Okay, so it does give you access to some templates for some sales funnels, and it gives you different variations of what the sales funnels are about, whether they're for webinars, storefront funnels, JVZoo, even bridge pages, squeeze pages. Yeah, again, you'll be able to edit these here the same as with the other pages on the other builders, and just add in contact forms or images or whatever you think is relevant to what you're trying to do. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, you just have to have a look here on the options bar on the side and just have a wee play around and see what works for you. Like, there is a lot of unique features here, but I think mainly the ones you'd be using would be like just building a website from scratch or using a sales funnel or landing page. They'd be really the main ones I think most people would usually want. Alright, so I actually like to look at that. I like the nice use of graphics and good use of colours, images, etc., and it's nicely laid out. Something like that could actually work quite well. But again, you just have to just play around and just work with what you think is best suited to yourself. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly go through some of the other features. Again, you just have to have a look here. There's like different elements here. You can just email, drag and drop email marketing. They've their own email autoresponder called Mailing Boss. So again, you have to go through the different steps of setting everything up, because you have to set up the autoresponder. Now I haven't done that, but you just follow along with the steps, and there is tutorials and that showing you how to do it. So you've loads of different ones here. You can set up chatbots, even text messaging, even Instagram autoresponders, even you can build like different types of e-magazines, even mock-ups, 3D studio, presentation studio. Just have a look at that. Okay, so it takes you onto this page where there is a few other areas that you can look at. It's just a different version of the app section. Also, really what this page does is it just makes you to add some of these things to your dashboard. And so you've even got some like legacy features from older versions of the platform as well. Now there is a lot here. There's actually quite a bit. For a newbie coming in my opinion, I think you could just very easily get overwhelmed. But again, you'll have to take the time to really just have a look at the different options that are available and just play around with it and see if it's something that should be fitting for you. So I'm just going to go and just quickly have a look at some of the other options. So when you go to Masterclass, so again, it's just going to go through pretty much a whole presentation that's literally about 2.5 hours long, pretty much showing you, I'd imagine, the whole pitch of the software and literally what it takes to build leads and convert everything into sales, basically make money. So again, when you click on that, it'll take you to all this here, so you'll be able to watch that there. So then there's the next one then, which is the affiliate section. So again, once you come onto the affiliates page here, it will give you a few videos, etc., of an overview of the affiliate platform. Now you can promote Builderall. Even you don't actually have to be a paid owner of the program to promote it, but to become an affiliate, you still do have to sign up for the 14-day free trial. You'll still be able to promote it because you'll be given an affiliate link. So usually you would actually find this if you go over to your account and just go under here where it says advanced configurations. And then once you come onto this page, you just click on where it says tags. And then you just come over here and it'll say this section here where it'll say promotional links, and this will be pretty much the link that you'll be using if you're promoting the software. So when you're on the affiliate dashboard, when you want to find your main affiliate link, just click on affiliate dashboard, and once this page is opened up, your main affiliate link that you can use to promote Builderall will actually be found here on the corner here. So you can use that, so you can just click and copy, and it will copy it to your clipboard, and then you can paste it into a notepad or something like that, so you can use for a later date, so you can start promoting. So again, what you can actually do is when you are on the affiliate section, if you are thinking of promoting it, you can literally just go through all the steps here. It pretty much will run you through how to actually get set up. so that you can earn commissions, set up your tax forms, etc. Figure out how everything works. Again, you can just have a play around with that and figure that out, because there are steps there that will be involved in showing you how to set everything up. So you can come over here, notices, and then there's the help section, so you can go to training and it will actually go through a whole process here. It'll open up this page here and it will actually show you how to set all these things up from using the different builders. Now again, like I said, I know like as a beginner coming in here, it can be very overwhelming when you look exactly what the amount of products and services that are available, but they do have training available that will actually run you through some of these processes and actually how to set them up. So like even there is one here for the affiliate training, how to become an affiliate marketer. So it does run you through. There is pretty much topics there for most of the main things here that are on the platform. So again, you can just take the time and have a look at all them. So when you come over here and then you can go into add-ons, then there's the inbox part. Alright, so this is obviously a more advanced setup for setting up emails, and it's actually looking for additional fee for setting this up. This is obviously to set up more effective email campaigns. So this is, I'd imagine, be slightly different to the Mail and Boss setup that they actually have on it. This is clearly something else. Now this would be an additional cost on top of your monthly fee. So it says here it's only a one-time payment, which I suppose if it's an additional feature, if it does give you the leverage to be able to create something and to get more leads and sales, it might be worth something looking into. But as a beginner coming in my personal opinion, you would nearly expect the likes of something like this here to be all included with your monthly costs. But again, you can have a look at it yourself and just break it down and see if it's something, if you are thinking of pursuing this and having a look at it. Right, so we'll just go back, and again we'll just go into different sections. Right, there's that there, that's an extra fee, but now they actually have solo ads. There's different types of solo ads, and then they have a Facebook ads course. So we'll just have a quick look at them. Alright, so they're pretty much promoting solo ads, and this here are some of the tier packages that you would have to pay in order to get this amount of clicks. Now in my opinion, solo ads, in my personal opinion, even in my experience, are very hit and miss. It's like playing on a roulette machine or playing on a slot machine. The chances of you hitting the jackpot are very, very slim, because with solo ads you will get access to a load of potential email leads and you will actually get those clicks. But the problem with it is they say that it's targeted, but more often than not it actually isn't, because the clicks that you'll get will be more or less from people that aren't even interested in anything that you have to offer. So like you could spend this kind of money, but out of these 5,000 clicks, like you will make sales, but you won't make what you're expecting to make. It's like going back to what I said before with, like, if you were on a slot machine and you were spending a ton of money trying to hit the jackpot, you could spend hundreds if not thousands on slot machines before you'd even get one win. And essentially with solo ads, it's just exactly the same as that. It's a gamble. There's no guarantees with it. So my personal opinion, I wouldn't use solo ads at all. You would actually just waste money, and very rarely would you ever see a return on your investment with that. So for me, I wouldn't recommend this here. So we'll just have a quick look at some of the other features. So again, they have another solo ads section. So again, it's pretty much the same here. They have a different setup here with this one, so obviously they've got different packages again. But again, and it shows here people that have used it. Now they claim that they actually have some results, but like I said, you can get some results with solo ads. But like I said, it's a risk. You know, it's pretty much a game of chance when you're playing with solo ads. I know from my own experience, you will actually spend a ton of money and you get nothing back from it. I know that the money that I did spend trying things when I was first starting out, I didn't really know what I was at, and I did test solo ads and I got loads of clicks and I did get plenty of traffic, but I never made a single sale. So for my opinion, I would stay away from this, because the chances of you actually gaining something from it are very, very slim. But that's just my personal opinion. So I wouldn't recommend solo ads at all. So we'll just have a quick look at one or two of the last things. So the Facebook ads course. Okay, so the Facebook ads section is clearly just videos, just demonstrating with someone, just showing you how to set up, say, like a Facebook page, and kind of running through how to actually set up a Facebook ad, etc. So there would be something there that might be of value to you, especially if you're new to Facebook ads. You might learn something from it. That
could be worth looking at itself. But as for going back to the solo ads, in my personal opinion, I would stay away from them and I would avoid them, because you could spend a ton of money and see very little from it. Now, for all the options that's here, there is, like, Builderall has a lot to offer, an awful lot. Like, it is an all-in-one platform. It pretty much has everything there that you need to set up a business. Depending on what type of business you want to set up, there's something in here that will actually be beneficial to you to be able to leverage. Like, it has its own autoresponder. You can integrate your own autoresponders. You can integrate WordPress. You can set up e-commerce stores. You can build your own webinars. You can build learning platforms, set up your own course websites, app builders. It pretty much has everything that you would actually need to actually grow a business from scratch. But again, the learning curve on it might not be as straightforward compared to some other platforms out there. Now, it is, in terms, relatively cheap in terms of pricing per month when you consider the likes of Clickfunnels. You can get pretty much a big bang for your buck in terms of what it actually has. But again, for a beginner starting out, it's debatable. Now, everybody's different. Some people can pick up some of the stuff a lot quicker than others, but I know for myself personally, me as a beginner, I would get overwhelmed very quickly with this, and it might be too much for me to handle. And the chances I find with something like this, you would come in with the best of intentions, but the chances are you probably will get overwhelmed very quickly, and you look and you see what's there, and you would probably just not do anything at all, because you will look at it and you'll be like, what do I actually focus on? There's just too much here. And I know for myself from personal experience from signing up to things like this here that you do get overwhelmed very quickly, especially when you're starting out and you don't really know where exactly you're going or what you actually want to do. But again, that's just my personal opinion. You know, someone else might think differently of it. But I would recommend, like I said, is to stay away from the likes of the solo ads when you're starting out, because you will waste a ton of money and there'll be very little chance. Now, I could be wrong, but it's just from my experience, I didn't see any real results from it. Like, I got plenty of traffic and I did get plenty of clicks, but it was from people that were not interested in anything that you had to offer or really cared. So it's not 100% targeted, but you will waste a ton of money before you'll see any results. That's just the downfall of it. It really is a gamble when it comes to solo ads. So as a beginner, in my opinion, it'd be best to avoid solo ads entirely. But again, for what the platform is and for what it offers, if you are starting out and you want something that kind of has an all-in-one platform where you have everything all in the one space, it would definitely be worth checking out and looking into. Even in terms of likes of promoting it as an affiliate, it does have different tiered programs depending on what you make. Like, even to a point where if you sign up someone, if they also sign up someone as well, you can get a certain percentage of the person that they sign up as well per month. And as long as they remain a customer, you will be able to earn recurrent commissions as long as they remain a customer on the platform, which in itself is pretty good, and it'd be another alternative to using the platform as well. But again, it's totally up to yourself. But feel free to have a look at it and try out have a look and even sign up for a free trial and see what you think for yourself, and then you can decide then whether it's for you or not.
So that's my overview of the Builderall platform. Do I think that it's a useful editing suite of tools that can actually be used to help grow your own online business? In my personal opinion, it is definitely a good platform. There is a lot that's there, though, from anything that's pretty much what you need, like anything at all that you pretty much need, like whether it be an email page builder, email autoresponder, and so forth. There is definitely more than enough tools there that will actually, depending on what type of business you want to build up, there will be a tool there for you to actually use that you can actually help grow your business and get started. And it has a load of plus points. There is a lot of really cool features within the program. Just in my opinion, there's probably a bit too many to start off with. For me, say as an absolute beginner, in my opinion, would it be a perfect platform to get started? Well, it varies, but if you're an absolute newbie that's starting out and has no clue of where to get started online, it might be best to maybe avoid it for the moment, because there is a learning curve with some of the tools on the platform, and there are a lot of helpful tutorials, but it still takes a little bit of a while depending on your skill set and your experience. It could probably take you a little while to really get up and running with the platform, and it wouldn't be as straightforward and user friendly as some other tools that I've used personally myself in the past. I currently use WordPress to build my websites, and I use page building suite Thrive Themes, and it has Thrive Architect, like it has Thrive Leads that you can use to capture emails, subscriptions, and so forth. And for me personally, that is just my personal opinion, but I find I can use that a lot easier, and it's easier to find out where everything is than with trying to use Builderall. Because even though, like, don't get me wrong, Builderall is actually a good platform, but from a beginner perspective, when you're coming in, especially if you've been using something before, or if you, like I said, if you are a total newbie coming into it, and once you see the array of tools that are there to be played with, it can get overwhelming very, very quickly to a point that you may not want to start at all. You'll be afraid of it and you'll back away. That, in my opinion, can push a newbie off. But if you're willing to persist with it and try and understand it, it's definitely a good platform that you can use to really grow. Now, it has its downsides because we're trying to have so many tools. There is a few kinks and there's a few things that wouldn't be as straightforward as other pieces of software, and it can sometimes be a little bit on the glitchy side or a little bit slower. It can crash at times, which it did for me. But if you're willing to be patient and work within those little glitches and limitations, you will definitely be able to create something of high value from it. Now again, would I personally use Builderall? At this moment in time, no, because I'm used to using the tools that I use. And say I have my own, I use a separate domain hosting. I use Bluehost for my websites. And like I said, I use Thrive Themes, and I use WordPress to build my website. So I just find it easier to use. Now I know there are tools that are based on different platforms, but they do sync well together, and when you get a good routine and process going, I find that you will be able to work within that. But that's not to say that you can't do the same in Builderall. Builderall you definitely can, and the one advantage it does actually have over anything else is the fact that you have everything there in the one place. And if you are familiar with getting things up and running, you can really create a good workflow for yourself once you understand the tools and understand how everything works, etc. But as an absolute newbie, you may be better off to maybe test the water with other platforms first and see if it's for you, and then maybe move on to it at a later stage if you think it's something that you want to have, or if it is a case that you just want to have everything in the one place for convenience, by all means give it a shot. The last thing I would want to note on with regards to the program is the fact is, like, going back to again being a newbie, is to, and I stress this, to make sure that you stay away from using the solo ads, especially as a beginner, because especially when you get everything up and running, and like I mentioned previously in the video, again, check out the timestamps to go back to those topics if you want to refresh your memory and just kind of get an understanding of it. It's best to avoid solo ads because you will waste a massive amount of money on thinking that you're going to get like sales. Like I said, you will get traffic, but it wouldn't be 100% targeted, and could end up happening. You could spend, like, say on that package, which was like over $3,000. There's a very low chance of you actually making a lot of the sales. You will never make that money back on the solo ads. You'll actually will lose money on it. There is no guarantees. Now, I may not be 100% accurate on that, and quote me on that, but I know from my own experience that it's definitely not something to really be playing with when you're only starting out, because you will waste a ton of money. That money can be better invested into other areas of your business, like say investing maybe in other pieces of software or trying different things. You know that you can help your business to grow. But again, that's just something that I think that people starting out like yourself should actually be aware of. But by all means, if you feel that Builderall is for you, make sure to check out the 14-day free trial. I'll leave a link in the description for it. You can go and have a look at it. Or if it's not for you, then there is other alternatives and tools, even like some of the ones I mentioned myself. I'll leave links to them in the description as well, so that you can at least go and check them out. Also, I'll leave a link in the description to a simple and effective step-by-step blueprint that I actually am using to grow my business, that will actually tie everything in together. Once you actually use all these platforms, this blueprint will actually help you gain a really good understanding of how all these pieces go together and how they actually work, so that you can actually get running with your business very, very quickly. And it will drastically cut down on the amount of time it takes you to get up and running. So hopefully you found this video to be helpful, and it's given you some insight as to figure out whether this platform could be useful to you or not. Again, that's for you to decide. And if you have actually found the video helpful, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be made aware of future content, as I do create videos like this to be able to help people like you to be aware of different aspects when you're wanting to start out online and what you should really focus on. And if you'd like to find out more regarding these topics, make sure to check out some of the other videos that I have on my channel, where I provide you with helpful tips, guides and tutorials and more product reviews and so forth. I'll give you a better insight as to what you should focus on and maybe avoid when you're trying to grow your own online business. And I will see you all in the next one.